All right, so let's go ahead and take a peek at the tabs located here at the top. The first one here is our company and user management tab. Under the company and user management tab, this is where we can go and look up companies. We can help with company registrations, where if we need to be linked to companies, all of that information can be found under the company and user management tab. The first link that's listed here is our company search screen. Under the company search screen, this is where I can go to look up any company that is registered in our system. This is the first screen that I tell people to go to, is if they want to know if a company has been registered in the system. So if you're wanting to be linked to a company, this is probably the first area that you need to go to see if the company has already been registered. If they haven't been registered, then you can create it. But this is the first screen that I always tell people to go to if they need to look to see if a company has been registered in our system. So in our current system, to find that same information, you would go to the resources tab and then Missouri utilities to look up that information to see if that company is linked or is registered in our system. The first thing that you have to do is select the utility type, and then you're given a list of those companies. In this new system, you no longer have to choose a utility type in order to pull up that information. All you have to do is plug in the company name and be able to find that company from there. Before I get to that though, I do want to point out one thing on the utility type. You will notice that I no longer have the all option for utility type. We did take that away and added anything that fell under all is now going to fall under other. So we were having some confusion. People were selecting all thinking they would get all utility types when in fact it was technically an other option. So if your company does not fall under any of the other utility types that are listed, it will fall under the other option. All right, so if I'm looking up a company, like I said, all I have to do is type in a partial of the company if I wanted to, or I can type in the full company name. If I type in a partial, click search, it's going to show me all companies, all utility types with that company part, with that portion of the company name in it. So as you can see, it's blue in link, or it's a blue in font, so that means I can click on it. Once I click on the company, I can now see all of their utility types under one company information page versus having to go back and forth for that company information. I can quickly and easily see if they're a parent company or if they're a DBA company. And I can also click on each of these tabs located at the top as far as their utility type goes and see the differences between each utility type. If they are closed as far as their utility type goes, it should state that with closed in parentheses. And then it will also state that here at the top underneath that section of the utility type. So if I scroll further down on this company information page, under their company contact information, this is their primary address or their corporate office information. If I needed to contact them, this is the first area of contact that I would go to. The next option that's listed here is my company and registration information. Oops. Under the company and registration information, it's going to give me all of their certified or their certificated and decertificated information as far as their case number goes, and any dates that are associated with those certifications. And then below that, a new thing that we've kind of added to this one is our annual report and statement of revenue. If they're required to file annual reports and statement of revenue, that information will be spelled out in this section as well. Scrolling further down underneath the representatives is all of the approved representatives for that company. So if I needed to get a hold of someone at the company, I have that ability to scroll down on the company search page and see all of the contacts for that company, if that's something that I need to look at. I do have the ability again to sort. So if I needed to sort it by a specific name or a specific representative type, I could do that just by clicking on the column heading. Since it is underlined, that means it's a sortable field. So I should be able to sort by any of those fields if necessary. Also on this screen, so if I'm looking up a company and I see that they're registered, all I need to do is ask to be linked to that company. The easiest way to do that is to scroll to their representative section and click this button that says request to be a company rep. So if I need to request to be a company rep for that company, all I have to do is click that button, come in, select my what type of person I need to be or what representative type I need to be. And then select my address or all my pertinent information from the drop-down list. If my information is not contained in these drop-down lists, all I have to do is click the add new, and then I can add any additional information that I need to for those fields if necessary. Once I have all of that information, I'm going to click the submit button. Once I click the submit button, it's going to tell me here at the top that the company representative record was successfully added. Thing that you will note though is beside the company status, it does show pending. So that status will show pending until one of two things. Either the official representative has approved that link to the company, or the data center has approved that link to the company. So that's something that we get, like we said, we've given the official representative that status or that ability to be able to approve those users those users that are requesting to be linked to their companies. If they are in the official rep, they have to approve that, or like I said, the data center can approve that for that user. So if you're requesting to be linked to a company, your status will be pending until either the official representative approves that or the data center approves that. All right, moving on to the next one is create company profile. So if you need to create a new company in our system, this is the screen that you would go to. All you have to do is plug in the required information. So if I'm creating a new company, I plug in my company name. If it's a parent company, I need to make sure that I input my parent company first. I register them first. And then after I've registered my company or my parent company, then I can come in and register my DBA company. Once I complete all fields, I come down and click submit. And then once I click that submit button, that registration is sent to the data center for approval. What happens is the data center will then review it to make sure that there's not another company that is similar as far as the company name goes. If there's not already a company name out there, we will generally approve that, and then you should be able to be linked to that company and start making filings on their behalf. So that's how you would go to create a new company in our system. The last link that's listed here is link representative to company. So this is another way where this is another link that you can go to if you wanted to link yourself to a company. All you have to do is come in and click that link representative of company, select the company name or input the company name that you're looking for. So if it's Union Electric again, I plug in Union Electric, and then I select whatever rep type that I need to be, and then fill in the rest of the information from the drop-down list. Again, if I need to add any additional information, all I have to do is click the add new button below each field. Once I do that, I hit submit, and now my rep has been successfully added, but my status will show pending until either the official representative approves it or the data center approves that. Any questions over the company and user management tab?